What's up, guys? This is Rant Roller Sports, and I want to do a quick update on the Ducati and speak on the Ducati Monster motorcycle here, and let you know what happened to me earlier. I had not ridden the bike for a couple of weeks, right? I was recovering from COVID. I was too weak to ride the bike, and the battery, I didn't put it on a maintainer, right? And I figured that it was like a car, once you jump start the battery, which I did for my car right here, once you jump start the battery, the alternator will kick in and you'll be fine. So anyway, I went down the road, I drove around about 2 miles, did a little loop, a little circular loop, came back to my house. Well, before I got to my house, I was about a half a mile away from my house. I pulled up to a stop sign on a hill, and the bike conked out on me, died on me. I rolled it over to the side of the road, and I took out the tool pack. I flipped the gas tank like it is now. I screwed down the battery terminals. I thought maybe one of the connectors was loose. That made the bike flash and the gauges spin over, but it died again. So I had to push this bike a half a mile uphill to my house. Luckily, I was only a half a mile out. If I was like further out in town, I'd have been really pissed off because there's multiple hills to get to the area that I'm at now, multiple uphills. I'm saying all that to say this, right? I'm with Cycle Cruiser. If you guys don't know who Cycle Cruiser is, he's a fairly big motorcycle vlogger, YouTuber with something like 300,000 subs almost, or something like that. And he's been doing it for years. And excuse that horn. A light bike is where it's at, because this bike is only about, I'm gonna go inside, sorry guys. This bike is only about 400 pounds, right? That's my fire station. They won't change the laws. Probably the law been there since 1915. It's real stupid. Please forgive me for that. But luckily the bike is only 400 pounds. Now it's a little bit more than that with the gas and oil and all of that, probably somewhere closer to around 420 pounds. 425 pounds. That's what enabled me to push this bike a half a mile uphill to my house without passing out, because I had my helmet on, my gloves on, I had a sweater on. But just recovering from COVID, I didn't realize I was going to get so short-winded, and I had to stop a couple times, probably 3 different times, pushing this bike uphill. Now, if this was a big behemoth like a Hayabusa or a big bagger bike like a big Harley or a big Yamaha Venture or something like that, it would have been feasible to push a 700-pound bike uphill a half a mile. It just wouldn't have been feasible. I'm a pretty strong guy. I'm 6'1", weigh about 270 something. I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty big, but even pushing this 400+ pound bike up a hill was a chore. So I'm with Cycle Cruiser. This is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to speak on something simply about weight, about motorcycles and weight, and how the lighter the bike is, it's just better. I mean, even when I had my 5 miles an hour tip over on gravel in a gated community, I made a turn and my front wheel went into a rut. And when I went to grab the brake, I don't have anti-lock brakes on this bike. The front end washed out on me, and I was going less than 5 miles an hour. So the bike didn't take any damage, but some scratches on the exhaust and the bar end there. But these bar ends, these Speedy Cycle frame sliders, you see right there, and right there on the fork, and that these bar ends, they actually work. So I highly recommend getting frame sliders, and I recommend Speedy Moto because they didn't break or bend or break off. All you see here is it scratched because the bike fell over on gravel. After I got tossed off the bike, it was laying on its side on gravel. So that's the only reason that scratched up. And I'm not gonna talk too long about this, but I just want to say, especially if you're a beginner or you're in your first couple years of motorcycling, get you a light bike. And I'm not even talking about women. I'm talking about men too, because I'm a big dude, and picking this 430-pound bike up with fluids somewhere around there off of the ground after you're hurt, your elbow's hurt, because I fell over on my arm and my elbow, was not easy. Actually, some people ran out and helped me lift the bike up, and this is not even a huge heavy bike. So imagine if I had that tip over with a 750-pound, 800-pound bike. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they ride better over bumps. I'm pretty sure them big heavy bikes handle highway crosswinds way more effective than this little bike. But as far as moving this bike like around my parking lot, pushing this bike a half a mile uphill because the battery died on me, being still relatively lightweight helped a lot. And the next bike I get will be even lighter than this. I'm going to get a dirt bike. I don't know if it's going to be a street legal dual sport or just a full-on dirt bike that I just take chances with, put street tires on, and just cruise around the back roads with. But it will be a lighter bike than this. It will be a dirt bike. If I get a sport bike, which I highly doubt because I'm just not into racing around at 100 miles an hour at this point in my life, it will be lighter than this. All right, so I just wanted to give you guys a tip, a heads up, let you know what happened to me. If you guys out there got bikes, keep your battery on the maintainer, man, because a bike will fool you. It might start up on you. You know, you might go down the road and fine. But as soon as you get to a point where you need power, like I was at a uphill stop sign, as soon as you get to the point that you need power, the bike might die on you if the battery's not fully charged. All right, so I learned a lesson. I got my gym workout for the day. I don't need to go to the gym today. I got an upper body workout, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'm about to do a live in a little while. It's been Rant Roller Sports, letting you guys know about the difference between a heavy bike and a light bike, and circumstances and scenarios where a light bike is way better. All right? Please like, share, subscribe. I'll do more motorcycle content in the future. All right? Peace.